Pretty much the most critical thing that I've noticed, just in terms of that sort of disruption, is that it's causing a lot of bad press in terms of the people who are essentially, well, just as a very concrete example, I just ran into Brian, a gentleman who was here for the original bike rally with the water purification and sort of like water info, and he was like, "Oh yeah, like I heard that you guys I heard like the space is no more. Like, how have you been doing like since that?" And I'm like, "Well, it's actually still up. It's actually still here. And in fact, like if you run into anybody that's sort of like saying that sort of stuff, just let them know the opposite. That it is actually like fully functional and viable. And yeah, we should be getting more and more people in here. And the other thing that I've noticed too, in terms of sort of like slacker response from the community, is that most people in the community are actually they're looking for a community space that's, yeah, they're looking for a community space. They all seem to want that, but nobody's actually willing to step into it until it's already a community space. So we're looking at a sort of like feedback loop here, where nothing can actually quite get materialized. Now with the opportunities that are available in terms of various graffiti artists that might be coming in here to at least set up part of their shops, in terms of like Splice and what Riss is doing with that, that will draw in specific aspects of community. However, we need to it's not even really a matter of marketing at this point, since we've already marketed to many people, and I think that the marketing strategy that we actually have is going quite well. However, it's the people who have been getting the other side of that that we haven't actually been controlling, essentially, which is to say the sort of aspects of, oh yeah, it went down, oh yeah, it's going down, oh yeah, it's not stable enough to actually like stand in. So with that sort of mindset, because most people are based in terms of looking at the past, looking at the future, without actually realizing that it's at the actual now that actually can create the shared knowledge community, which they're actually looking for. It seems to be very crucial to actually be able to have something there. So as soon as, and one of the things that should be able to help that somewhat, although it's not the entirety of the solution, is to actually get the web TV thing up and running, in terms of at least just being able to provide community level support. And it seems that it's even less about the actual entire full scale operation of the mode of that's going, but rather an actual community gathering ground, like even as simple as like getting the chat thing up first before necessarily having all the interface and stuff aligned, just so that people can actually come into essentially a web space and get all that and be able to communicate about that, so that they can be assured that it is stable, at least in terms of their participation in the event.